Welcome to a brief tutorial on how to add suggestions and comments within Google Docs. After completing this lesson, you'll be able to provide suggestions and comments to documents that are shared with the Comments Enabled feature. You'll learn how to accept, reject, or comment on a suggestion. You'll be able to edit or delete or link a comment and assign sections of a document using the Comments feature. You'll also learn how to use the chat feature to provide real-time feedback to students. We'll begin by looking at how to provide suggestions within Google Docs. For students, this is a great collaboration feature because the edits that are put in the document are not permanent and must be accepted by the users. For teachers, suggestions are great for providing grammar, spelling, or punctuation corrections, as well as providing just examples for the student that they can then later erase. It's a useful type of feedback when comments really aren't appropriate. I like to use it for grading so that students can see exactly how they lost points by making the corrections within the document itself. This is an example of a document where corrections were made using the suggestion feature. The word would was replaced with could, so the suggestion is over here for the student to either accept or to decline. If the student chooses to accept that edit, it will change the word with the proposed suggestion. If they choose to reject the suggestion, it will just delete the suggestion from the text within the document. To insert a suggestion, just place your cursor where you want to make the edit and then type in the document as you normally would if you were creating the document. So if I want to erase the word normal, I just place my cursor behind it and backspace. This places a strike through whatever I've deleted to be accepted or rejected by the student. If I want to add text, I simply just place my cursor and start typing. This is an example of a document where the students used the suggesting feature when they had editing permissions, so that when they changed over to suggesting, any text that they had added to that document would be placed in the document according to a color code associated with their name. The students can then see the contributions by their classmates and recognize which content was created by whom. Again, this is also very helpful for a teacher to see which students are contributing and what they're contributing to the document. To see a complete review of the edits made within the document, the teacher can go to File, scroll down to See Revision History, and major edits, which are saved automatically in Google Docs, will be tracked and associated with the student according to color code, so the instructor can review previous histories of the documents as well as edits made by individual students. You can also review comments made in history, and we'll review that in the next section. Welcome back. Now we'll look at how to insert comments into a Google Docs. We'll talk about general comments, assigning comments, replying to comments, and resolving comments. There are several ways to place a comment within a document. You can go into the Insert menu here and click Comment and add a comment that way. You can click the comment box here to quickly generate a comment box. Or you can use the Control-Alt-M feature to add a text box. The Comments feature is nice because you can actually edit your comments, and I'll show you how to do that in a moment. So we're going to add a comment. So to edit your comment, you click the three ellipses, and you can either actually edit the text within that comment, you can delete the comment altogether, or you can generate a link to this comment. If you generate a link, you can copy this link and then paste it as a hyperlink or send it in an email to a student so that they can review your comment directly. Another commenting feature available is to assign a comment to a student. By doing that, you can type either plus or at and then the student's email, and the list of emails will come up for you to choose. When you do that, you can continue on with your comment, and then to assign it, you just check the box here, and your student will receive an email once they're assigned that comment. When inserting comments into documents, it's important to place your cursor where you want the comment noted. So if I had this section of text here, I would highlight it if that's what I was making my comment on. When I insert my comment box, it's associated with that highlighted text. You can also just place your cursor within the document to say place a comment at the end of a section. You don't have to highlight it. It will create a little tag there, and that comment will be associated in that area for the student. As with revision history, you can see the history of comments and suggestions made by people within the document by clicking this comments box up here. This opens a notification panel, and it shows you all the edits that were made, the comments and suggestions that were made to the document, and how those comments were handled, whether they were accepted or rejected, if they were replied to, and I'll show you how to reply to a comment in a moment. The other thing is when editors put comments within a document, if they receive replies, they'll have an automatically generated email. You can change that setting by going to notifications up here, and you can choose to only be notified by your comments, not all the comments within the document, or to have no notifications sent to you at all. But it does default on all. So if you place a comment within a document, or say a student places a comment and you want to reply to their comment that they've placed, say they ask you a question about a section in the document. In order to reply to a comment that's been placed, just double click the box and a reply will open. So the comments actually acts like a discussion thread. The last feature I want to go over is the chat feature. It's great because you can give students real-time feedback, and students can have real-time collaboration when they're working on documents. So when we go to our document, if you notice up here next to, it'll show who is actually working on the document, and right now it's me working on the document. And if there are more than one collaborators working on the document, this chat box will open up automatically. So it's me and another person are actually collaborating on this document at the same time. If I wanted to talk to that person as I'm editing the document, I open the chat by clicking this box up here. And it allows for a chat dialog box to open. Let me erase that. And then you just type in your response and hit enter to send it to the student or the peer, and then they can reply. So that's chat feature within Google Docs, and it's really useful for real-time feedback and collaboration. So in summary, suggesting, commenting, and chat features are all collaborative communication tools available within Google Docs. Suggesting is great for creating document edits, such as corrections or grading. It is also good for when students want to collaborate on a document and they want to identify their contributions by a color coding. The comments feature is wonderful for formative or summative feedback, eliciting, provoking the student to dig deeper or expand on a section. It's good for peers to communicate and use as like a discussion thread. And then the chat feature is a wonderful tool that can be used when there are multiple collaborators working on a document in real time. For more information, please visit the link provided below.